Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we've got another little EDC type fixed blade to check out today. This is the TKell Piranha. Now this one comes to us by the way of our good friend Casey over at KnivesFast. And the timing of this one showing up is kind of interesting because, well, this is the version 1 of the Piranha, and the version 2 was to come available earlier this week. So there'll be links down below. You guys can go check them out. But we're going to check this one out and then talk about maybe some of the things that are going to be changing on the version 2. Now, as you can see, you've got the kydex sheath there, soft loop going on. Now, the one thing about this sheath and knife, so the interaction of it, I noticed that the retention on this sheath is kind of light. You don't really have that satisfying pop. Now, am I afraid it's going to fall out? No. No, it's just that, you know, some of that satisfying pop that we hear, you know, when a knife going into a sheath. We don't really get that, and I am not putting a lot of pressure on it to get it to pop off. But there again, like I said, I'm not worried about it coming out of the sheath. Just something I wanted to point out. Now, you do have a nice little thumb wrap here to pop it out of the sheath, for sure. But the TKell Piranha. Now, it's definitely a smaller fixed blade. Definitely what I would consider an EDC fixed blade. For me, it's about a 3-finger grip with a good lock with that pinky finger, for sure. Now, you've got this blue and black G10, sort of layered G10. Now, of course, coming from KC, that makes perfect sense. You've got an 80 CRV2 blade. Got the TKell logo there. Really like sort of that distressed finish we have going on here. Nice grind. Good looking. It's a good looking knife overall. Nice little EDC fixed blade. Like I said, you've got a nice choil going on there. Now, you do have that sort of half and half choil going on, so you can choil it. Now, obviously, if you come back, that's definitely made to be part of your original grip, as far as I see it. I mean, otherwise, you're kind of way back on that knife. But this grip gives me a nice little feeling. Feels good in hand, for sure. And just gets a really good grip on it. For me, anyway. And you guys know I kind of prefer the smaller knives now. Definitely less than 6 inches. We're looking at about, I mean, just a hair over 5 1/4. I mean, make sure it's on that line. It's right about 5 1/4. Now, your handle, I guess we're going to kind of go with the grip length on this one. The grip length is just over 3 inches. Like I was saying, it's about 3 1/8. Your blade, I mean, where do you want to cut it off? We'll just go with cutting edge. Cutting edge is right about 2 1/4, maybe just a hair over 2 1/4 overall. Let's get a weight on it. Now, like I said, there's going to be some changes with the version 2. I'll talk about that. Let's go full sheath and all. We're looking at 3.2 grams or 3.2 ounces or 90 grams. Just the knife, 63 grams or 2.2 ounces. Now, I didn't have the chain in this one, but it did come with a, you know, that bead chain, so you could wear it as a neck knife if you prefer. I like the soft loop and the horizontal carry myself. Now, a couple of size comparisons. Let's get the old bug out here. Pardon me. Definitely a smaller knife. But smaller than the bug out, yeah, it's kind of small. And, well, I'll do it just because that's what I do. But, wow, yeah, definitely. That PM2 just sort of dwarfs it. Holy cow. Definitely it does. Now, overall, it's a pretty nice little knife. Now, like I said, the version 2, there's going to be some changes coming. Apparently, it looks like they're going from the ADCRV2. They're going to go to Nitro-V steel. The version 2, it sounds like we're going to add some jimping. So, and that could help. That could definitely help. It's kind of slick. So I think the jimping could help. They're going to go with a higher grind and a thinner edge. Now, this little guy is a pretty decent cutter. Now, obviously, it being a little bit smaller knife, took it to work with me. 6 and 9 thread was no issue whatsoever. The 21 thread, it was coming in at about 50-ish% with that short cutting edge. Pretty much as I expected, for sure. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of cutting edge there, so I wasn't really expecting it to go all the way through 21 thread. 50%, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the new version, the version 2, you're looking at about $200. I couldn't really find a price on the original, the version 1. Version 2 looks like it's going to be coming in at right around $200. And it says they're going to ship, it says anywhere from 1 to 3 months after purchase. So you order it, looks like they build it, you can build your own, and they'll send it to you. So not bad. Not bad at all. But this little guy, as far as just the overall shape, size, and everything, I think you're getting a nice little EDC fixed blade. Good, solid, of course. There you go. Made in the USA. I think that's going to make quite a few people happy, which is awesome. Very good. But, you know, overall, I like the knife. I really like the feel in hand. Definitely that forward half and half choil is meant to be, you know, part of your original grip. Just built that way. Feels really good in hand. And I kind of dig it. You know, I guess I'm really starting to enjoy these little EDC fixed blades. The more I see, the more I like them. That's pretty much how it's coming in. I know a lot of you carry fixed blades quite frequently. I, on the other hand, you know, don't, just because typically the larger size of the fixed blades and the smaller ones are really, really helpful, especially for me at work. You know, we have the 3-inch blade limit, and, you know, a knife like this, I can carry at work no problem. Now, obviously, with that horizontal carry, it's kind of, you know, my shirt usually hangs over it, so it's not really an issue. It's not really out in the open, that type of deal that you could be with a larger type fixed blade. I mean, the Piranha, you know, the only thing I see with this, and like I said, I'm not worried. I was never worried about it falling out. I just kind of like to get that a little bit more secure feeling in that. And it's totally a security, a mind thing. It never fell out. Never did I think it was going to fall out. It's just that pop. You know, that secure sounding pop that you just, it's just that extra sense of security for me, I guess. But love to see that a little more, and maybe we'll get that a little bit more. Now, KC said no, it wasn't light. Now, I don't know exactly what he is considering light, you know, when he got it. I'm not the first person this has been to. Of course, he's seen it. You know, it's been around a little bit, so could there have been some, not alterations, but, you know, just use, I guess. It could have lightened up over time, but we'll see. With the version 2, hopefully get that little bit more secure pop, and, you know, I would feel better about it. I don't know. It's just kind of, it's a total mind thing, really. Yeah, it's not coming out. It's not going to fall. It's fine. Just, you know, it is what it is. But overall, nice little EDC fixed blade. Looking forward to hopefully maybe seeing some of the improvements. I call them improvements. Jimping, higher grind, thinner edge. I think those pretty much sound like improvements for a version 2, for sure. Shout out to KC for sending this one around. Greatly appreciate it. And of course, I greatly appreciate you guys coming in to check out the TKell Piranha with me as well. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.